The truth about protective styles is a little more complicated than you may think. And today we are going to get into four of my favorite and four of your favorite protective styles. Oh my God, for natural hair, of course.
Don't take it personal, that's just Cyn Doll's way. She speak with love, but don't sugarcoat what she say.
In this video, we're going to dive deep into the science behind hair growth and protective styles, separating fact from fiction to give you a clear understanding on how to optimize your hair care routine. And now, across social media, these are the hairstyles that you go to for your protective styles. But let's get into some of these hair growth myths, right? Number one, trimming your hair makes your hair grow faster. Not true. It has nothing to do with hair growth, but everything to do with retention. Number two, oil grows your hair. It is not true. Oil is a sealant. Nothing penetrates the stratum corneum, which is that top layer of skin. And protective styles grow hair. I love you, but it is not true, right? It's not true. All protective styles do is give you a moment to collect yourself and figure out what your hair growth practices are going to be. The only thing that protective styles protect your hair from is you and mechanical damage. I went deep into that in the video left in the pinned comment, so if you want to dive deeper into that conversation, go there. And of course, greasing your scalp daily. This is something that we do all the time, and these are all things that are done within braiding. Most Black women think that as long as these growth myths are the thing that they're doing, their hair grows. But a lot of Black women fight against me when I tell you that your scalp produces its own oil. It's called sebum. And when we're talking about a protective style, we are supposed to be protecting the most vital and most part of your hair that is unprotected and most damaged, right? The weakest part. And so that would be our scalp. That's what we're protecting. We're protecting our scalp and the hair shaft. But all of your practices when it comes to protective styles are actually the things that cause the damage, the inflammation, the breakage. But when we are talking about hairstyles that you should do, my favorite hairstyles for not just Black women but all women, but I'm specifically talking to Black women because I'm a Black woman. Hello, how are you? Right? My favorite four are different from your favorite four. My favorite four are perm rod sets, roller sets, flexi rod sets, and I'm sorry, I know you're not going to want to hear this, but blowing out your hair and flat ironing it the right way. Why? Because at the end of the day, the way that your hair stays strong and healthy is the sebum that lives on your scalp being able to travel down the hair shaft. And for whatever reason, I know you don't want to hear this, for whatever reason, Black women are the one group of women who think that their hair should just automatically do a thing without them putting forth any effort, and it's not true. Right? Black hair is dry, curly hair is the driest. Well, as a scientist, right, you have to ask yourself why is curly hair the driest? Everybody stops at, oh, it's because the hair is curly. Okay, so the next question you have to ask yourself is, even though my hair is curly, what is the easiest way for me to get the sebum down? Raise my hand. I know. It's for you to properly stretch your hair. There's nothing wrong with stretching your hair. You are not Black because you're stretching your hair, because truth be told, braiding your hair is a way of stretching your hair, but you're stretching your hair and suffocating it at the same time. See, when you put braids in, when you put Bantu knots in and you wrapping that ball and putting that rubber band on and all of the things, for the style to be a style, your hair has to be covered in oils, butters, greases, holding products, and all of the things, which All of the things that your hair and your scalp actually need protection from are the things that you deem and crown as a protective style. And that's not true. It's not. But because for the longest time, black women have demonized blow dryers and flat irons and anything that is not a bantu, not a braid or an afro, it makes black women believe that you're going to have damaged hair if you don't do that. And a lot of you are not going to want to hear this, but I have a lot of new people here on my channel, and the new people here on my channel, of course, you haven't watched all of my videos. So the question you'll ask is like, well, what do I do? What do I do to my hair? Because I wear an afro all the time. Well, I'm going to tell you that your afro is the easiest way to your single strand knot. And see, what I'm showing you right now is the inside of a hair salon where somebody is getting a roller set. And she has thick and beautiful hair. But I also want you to notice the illustration where I'm showing you that timeline, because most black women are like, oh, it's summertime, so I'm going to get my braids and all of my protective styles. But the reality is, in the summertime, you get a bunch of neglective styles. And as you get these neglective styles, when the summer's over, you go back to the cosmetologist, and then she has to do another big chop or trim all of your damaged ends off. And it's a never-ending cycle where if black women stop demonizing wearing their hair straight or any form of wearing their hair straight, if black women break themselves out of the notion that you can only wear an afro, a flat twist, a twist style, braids, or other things like that, then you'll be okay. But the truth of the matter is, black women have so many options. I'm telling you, you can use roller sets, flexi rod sets, and perm rod sets, but look at the sizes. Every size perm rod is a different style. So I made a video before and people were like, oh, this is clickbait because you said this is different hairstyles for black women, but you didn't show no hairstyles, even though I showed you guys all of these different sizes of roller sets and perm rod sets. See, the thing is, your mind won't let you comprehend or accept anything outside of somebody giving you a braided style, an updo, some twisties, some crochet braids, or anything, right? Mind you, I love y'all, but the things that you look at as natural are not natural. Look at the women in these videos. The only thing they have on their hair is leave-in conditioner and foam. That's it. That's it. And then when they get done, they put like a little bit, just a little bit of a serum of some kind to separate the curls. That's it, and that's all. Meanwhile, with you doing your wash and goes, your twist outs, you using a oil, a butter, a cream, a gel, and all of these things, and you're reapplying them daily. Whereas these women that you're watching, they're gonna put these flexi rod sets in or perm rod sets in, and then they're gonna wash their hair, and some are able to make it last a week, some are able to make it last 2 weeks, some are washing their hair, shampooing their hair every 3 days. Guess what? There is no harm in shampooing your hair every 3 days if every 3 days you shampoo and condition your hair and then do a perm rod set like this. What is the problem? This is not a woman who's ashamed to be black or somebody who doesn't want to be black. She doesn't lose her black woman card because she's doing a perm rod set. So the title of this video says that I'm giving you 4 hairstyles for natural hair. As you can see, we've counted a lot more than 4 when you look at the different styling and size variations that you have. The same exact look that you guys want, like your curly hair, your big hair, your hair that defies gravity, you can still have, but you can have it in a way that's not going to give you single strand knots. You can have it in a way that's not going to give you scalp inflammation because you've been walking around with wet hair and putting all of these products in. Another thing I want you to notice is how much shine and luster these women have, and they haven't put a drop of oil in their hair yet. So the notion that your hair is not healthy unless it's full of oil is not true, because let me tell you something. This woman right here, if she put oil in her hair, all of that body would be gone. She's going to use a little wax stick at the top to slick down the flyaways, but she's not putting oil and grease in her hair. You guys have been duped. You've been duped the whole time because all of you need is shampoo, conditioner, a leave-in conditioner. Look at her. This woman has blown out her hair. She blow dried her hair, put not one, not two, not three, but four flexi rods in her hair, fluffed them out, styled her hair, went about her business. And then guess what? When she comes home from work, from school, whatever she's gonna do, she's gonna comb her beautiful hair, brush her beautiful hair, put those flexi rod sets back in and on about her business. So if you are a black woman who is like, you can only hear from or learn from somebody who's teaching you how to do twisties and blowouts and well, not blowouts, twisties and two strand twist and all of the things, I'm not the girl for you. You guys, if you want to keep on with your afros and with your bantu knots and all of the things, my love, keep on doing it. But this is not the place where you're gonna come and argue and debate and go back and forth. Go ahead, do your thing and let me know how it works out for you. But this is coming from a professional cosmetologist, and if I was behind the chair, every woman that you've seen in front of you, these are the things that I tell my clients to do when they can't come see me. So my clients were not just getting their hair flat ironed every 2 weeks. No, that's not a thing. That's not it. They weren't just getting their hair flat ironed they were every 2 weeks. It wasn't every week. And if they couldn't make it 2 weeks, right, they would go the 2 weeks doing it after I did their hair. And then once they shampooed their hair, they would do a flexi rod set or a roller set and all of the things. But see, the problem is we've been too focused on products. Nobody cares about porosity. And not only do you not care about porosity, you don't care enough to take the time to really learn what porosity plays within your hair care regimen. Most people don't think that they need a hair care regimen. You think that as long as you have this product on your hair or as long as you do this thing, you're good. And most black women think that their badge of honor as a black woman is not using combs, not using brushes, and only wearing afros and only wearing their hair in its natural state. If that's what you want to do, then you go ahead and do it. If that's what you think, go right ahead and think it. Like, I'm not gonna try to talk you out of it. I used to, but I'm so past that. Do what you want to do, right? But for the people who are here to learn, right, when we're talking about your porosity is going to determine what products you use. So I don't care what YouTuber pops up with a video telling you about a hair product. The first thing they need to tell you is, hey, I'm reviewing this product, but I have low porosity hair, so this is how it feels with me. Another thing is, black women are under the impression that if they have high porosity hair, that means that they can use a bunch of oil because their hair needs heavier products. It is not true. Because I have high porosity hair that is not damaged, and my hair gets so freaking oily it makes no sense. And I put nothing on my hair after I shampoo except for leave-in conditioner. It is not true. All that means with you having high porosity hair, the more you put on the hair, the more you're going to feel the cuticle up. I need you to understand in your mind's eye what the human hair shaft looks like before you start buying products and just grabbing products and slapping them in the scalp. Look at the human body, right? Look at the human body and look at how the skin protects all of these inner organs, all of the things that makes your body run, so you can hear me right now, so you can understand, comprehend what I'm saying, so your blood's moving through your veins, all of the things, right? But guess what? Your hair's cuticle is to your hair shaft what your skin is to your body. Your skin is protecting your internal organs, and your hair's cuticle, listen to me, your hair's cuticle is protecting your hair's inner organs, which is the cortex. The cortex is where your melanin lives. That's where the bonds live, what determines, your hair. There's so many people who haven't used heat on that hair in years, but they're still noticing their curl patterns changing. This is because For whatever reason, Black women equate hair care to hairstyling, and those are two completely different things. In the field of cosmetology, a cosmetology license, a hairstylist license, and a braider's license are three different certifications. It's three different certifications. They all have three different time periods. Okay? These are things that y'all need to understand. I need you to understand that a licensed cosmetologist doesn't just do hair. Your licensed cosmetologist can be your esthetician. She can be your brow tech. She can be your makeup artist. She can be your massage therapist. There are so many things. She could be your wax artist, because cosmetology is about the human body, right? But as a Black woman, most people believe that braiding and protective styles are good for you. They're not. They're not. These are styles that are supposed to be worn momentarily. Momentarily. Like, you are going out of town, you're going to Jamaica for the weekend. You know you're not going to be able to take any of your hair products with you. You know the humidity is going to get you, or whatever the case may be. Okay, go ahead, do a month in braids. But they should never be like this. Some of these videos that you're seeing are drastic versions of it, but at the same time, it's really not, because the majority of Black women take Tylenols and aspirin after they get their hair braided, because you believe that the tighter something is, the longer it's gonna last. Now, I get comments like this all the time: this lady is delusional. I can't believe you guys are actually following her with all of this mess and misinformation she's spitting. I am a scientist, so I love a scientific debate. You guys, if you feel this way, I don't have a problem with you having an opinion, because opinions are like a butthole, and most booty holes stink. You know what I'm saying? Only a little bit of people wash their butts. Y'all don't even wash y'all hair, so I know y'all don't wash y'all butts. So I'm not concerned about that. But I will say this: as a group of adult women, I need y'all to understand that there is nothing that y'all can say that's going to hurt my feelings. So I need you to know that if you want to make a statement like this, baby, back it up. Because I commented back and was like, hey, okay, it's fine that you feel that way, but let me know what things exactly am I saying that are misinformation. Break it down. And of course, that was weeks ago, well, a couple days ago, and I've yet to hear anything back. So I'll say it again to you: if you have anything that negates what I have to say, don't just get an attitude with your panties in a bunch. Go ahead. What am I saying that's wrong? What am I saying that's misinformation? Because the truth of the matter is, regardless of how cute these itty bitty little mini itty bitty braids look, it is one of the worst things that you can do for your hair's follicle. It's one of the worst things that you can do. If you pay attention to this animation, most of your hairs are going up in the same direction. So to have all of that hair just hanging on to these follicles, y'all, at the end of the day, slowly but surely, you're going to lose density. This is one of my newest blends from the Apothecary. I love it so much. Link in the description box below, but it's one of my favorite summer drinks. I'll have a video coming soon all about it, but oh my god, I'm so in love with this one. But we really need to get into this, because natural hair type is not a limitation, it's a clue. And what do I mean by that, right? A lot of people think that curly or coily hair types grow slower or break easier, and that is not true. What's actually happening is this: curly hair has a twisted strand structure that makes it harder for the sebum, your scalp's natural oil, to travel down the ends. If not brushed or detangled regularly, this can lead to dryness, knots, and breakage. But if you brush your hair consistently, your curls stay coated in its natural oils. They stay soft and they resist damage. So yes, curly girls can brush their hair. It's not just, a rite of passage for one group of women. It's something that everyone should do. Everybody thinks that because you're Black, the only way you can wear your hair is in an afro or in braids, and it is not true. As a Black woman, you can wear your hair just like everybody else's without getting heat damage. And as we went over in this video, you can do a lot of things that do not involve a flat iron or a blow dryer. right? You have so many options, like well over 50, as you've seen in this video. Somebody count how many different combinations you have based on all of the different sizes of the perm rods and the rollers, right? But let's get this clear. Curly hair can do anything. Blow dries, right? I know you guys want to do your top knot buns, but your top knot buns, they end up causing damage. All of the natural girls that did the top knot buns, when they take that bun down, they straighten their hair, there's that triangle. If you don't know what I'm talking about, again, check videos in the description box below where I leave you that example, right? I have so many videos about that line of demarcation caused by you guys wearing top knot buns while the hair is wet, right? And this isn't to make anybody upset, but it must be prepped properly. Most black women think that other women around the world just shampoo their hair and walk outside. That is not true. Other women will look crazy as hell if they just let their hair dry while they outside. They will look crazy, and they get sent home from work. When I worked at DSW, there was a girl that would let her hair air dry, and by lunchtime they were sending her home so she could do her hair. But for whatever reason, black women think that you should be able to spray a product in your hair air dries, and then you just let your soul glow. And if that's what you want to do, it's fine. But the amount of mechanical damage that you'll have, the amount of single strand knots that you're going to have, the amount of breakage and things of that nature that you're going to have will be through the roof. And see, the problem is, instead of black women following the science of the human body like everybody else in the world, Craig, not just the city, the world, you want to make up a hack. So everybody else in the world is shampooing their hair every 3 to 4 days, but you want somebody to make up a hack that is going to make it so you can go without washing your hair for 6 months. And please don't go in the comments saying that that's not done, because it is on a regular basis, y'all. Like, I just did a whole video about it. Women are not washing their hair, shampooing their hair for 6 months. These are the things that I really want y'all to think about. If you prepare your hair properly, you can have long, beautiful, luscious hair. And oils, greases, and butters are not the thing that gives all of the women around the world shine and luster. It's not. You know what it is? Your oils, your greases, and butters are actually the sealant that is blocking your natural sebum from touching your hair. Because a woman that stops oiling and greasing her scalp sees an increase in her natural sebum flow, to the point she's irritated now because she has to shampoo her hair more than she wants to. It becomes no longer an option. You know how you like, I'm gonna do my wash day every 2 weeks. Your scalp will tell you, girl, bye. Okay, let's see, let's try, let's see. And you're gonna lose every time, because once your sebum is flowing regularly, that's what it is. And you want to know the best way to protect your hair? To have healthy and even sebum flow, because there's not an oil on this planet. Yes, jojoba oil matches the natural pH balance of your scalp, but it is not the sebum that your body produces. It's not. It could never. So I have a question for you. Why would you rather spend all of this money and all of this time on these oils and butters instead of changing your habits and changing your patterns so that your natural sebum just flows, right? What you're looking at right now are different drinks that I make with the teas and the extracts that I have. In the last video, I'll leave it in the description box below. I show you guys how to make a simple syrup with blue butterfly pea flower, and I love this tea. This is one of my favorite herbs for anybody restarting a hair growth cycle, because butterfly pea flower is something that completely helps you to completely restart your skin cell turnover cycle. Because remember, every 28 days, the skin cells on your scalp, they die, they fall off, and they make their way up. So if you've thrown yours off through years and years and years of team natural practices, then that is the tea that you should have. If you don't have any other herb in your house, if you are at the beginning of your hair care regimen, if you don't have anything else in your house, this is the one that you need to have. Of course, links in the description box below. So I do the best that I can at adding reviews and things of that nature, but I spend my time giving you results. Yes, I'm going to make videos for entertainment here on YouTube and all of the things, but at the end of the day, we have to dive deep into science and lose all of the offense, because your emotions are not going to make your edges grow back. You being mad at me and the way that I talk is not going to make your edges grow back. And the thing is, if you are a woman that's like, I oil and butter and grease my scalp all the time and my hair is still fine, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you gay? Why are you here? Why are you here? Is what I'm trying to figure out. If your hair is great, why are you even watching hair videos on YouTube? I don't get it, you know? And the thing is, right now in my career, I no longer service women one to one, like in person, but the majority of my clients are, or not the majority, all of my clients are through an online consultation basis. They're all getting results fast, and almost every last one of them came from Team Natural, from greasing and oiling the scalp. So you damn right, I'm going to talk about it all the time. You know why? Because the Team Natural people left everybody, and now everybody's trying to figure out what to do. But the thing is, Team Natural people left for a reason, because the things that they're constantly making up, they don't have longevity. The Team Natural people have stopped making videos, and they're all going to professional cosmetologists following the science. I love you so much, but when we talk about the best hairstyles for natural hair, is going to be perm rod sets, roller sets, flexi rod sets. Those are going to be the things for me, baby. That's what it's going to be. And you have so many different options. You do. So we're not going to say that I'm making things difficult for you, because originally y'all had those 4 twist outs, wash and goes, afros. You got 4 or 5. I just gave you about 20. Probably way more than that. So these are the conversations that need to become normalized. These are the conversations that we need to have. These are the things that we need to be focused on. We're going to talk about our genetics next. We're going to talk about how genetics are connected to your hair growth patterns and your hair growth cycles. But I need y'all to know, and I need y'all to understand that, okay, although you like your twist outs, although you like your high puff, although you like your afro and your bantus because they make you feel more in touch with your culture, my baby, is not something you should do on a regular basis. It's not. It's a hairstyle for a special occasion, right? It's a style, something that's worn momentarily. But your focus needs not to be on hair products. It needs to be on what you can do to fix and regulate your body's natural cycles. Because I don't care how much oil and grease you put on your scalp, it will do nothing to your body's natural skin cell turnover cycle. It'll do absolutely nothing, because oil is a sealant. All it could do is seal the scalp. But you see that very top layer of skin that's lifted, that's called the stratum corneum. And the stratum corneum is thick, and nothing can penetrate it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing but essential oils. But even once the essential oils penetrate, all it's doing is killing bacteria. Once it gets to the bloodstream, your body metabolizes it. So if you want hair growth, if that's your focus, then I need you to stop playing in your hair, girl, and do what your grandma and all of them was doing. Do what your ancestors did for real. Get a roller set. The hell.